We stayed in Fiesta Key, Florida for a month this winter. We had the worst weather we've seen in Florida in years. It got us thinking about Hurricane Ian that came through Florida a year and a half ago and how they affect RVs. We have friends that have an RV that was in the resort in that area that the eye of the hurricane landed, and their RV survived. Find out why.
We're Dave and Karen from Wax on Wheels, and we sold our sticks and bricks to RV full-time now that we are retired. We travel with our heavy-duty truck Leroy, our 2 K&N motorcycles, our DRV Dixie, and our smart car Zippy. Don't forget to subscribe and click on that bell to be notified when we post a new video.
We had a few really nice days while we were in the Keys, but for much of it, it was pretty cool, rainy, and windy. We saw some nasty radar pictures of storms coming over us and got us thinking about Hurricane Ian that hit Florida a year and a half ago. On September 28, 2022, Category 4 Hurricane Ian made landfall near Cayo Costa, just northwest of Punta Gorda in Lee County, Florida. As one of the most powerful storms in U.S. history, Ian brought death and destruction to Fort Myers Beach and Lee County's barrier islands as deadly storms surged as high as 15 feet and was pushed onto land. Our friends Chuck and Kathy have a mobile suites much like ours, and it was parked at a fairly new campground called Creekside RV Resort in Punta Gorda, Florida. They took several pictures of the aftermath in their campground and has allowed me to share them. The storm's slow movement allowed it to rapidly intensify over the warm eastern Gulf waters before making landfall, while also producing hours of excessive rainfall. Sadly, the storm was responsible for numerous deaths, including 18 storm-related fatalities in East Central Florida. In total, the National Centers for Environmental Information estimates that total U.S. damage from Ian was around $112.9 billion, the third costliest U.S. hurricane on record. In Florida alone, estimated damage costs $109.5 billion, making Hurricane Ian the costliest hurricane to ever affect Florida. Now here are photos that Chuck took at Creekside RV Resort that was in line with the landfall of Hurricane Ian. Hurricanes can pack wind speeds of over 160 miles per hour and unleash more than 2.4 trillion gallons of rain a day. Obviously, if you can hook up and leave with your RV, do it. But if you have to leave your RV behind, here are some other recommendations that may help. If possible, park in a protected spot with no overhanging trees. Hooking your truck up to the fifth wheel may also provide a little bit more stability. Try using your RV's stabilizing jacks, wheel chocks, tire cradles, or even mobile home anchors. Some RVs have built-in stabilizing jacks that can be deployed in high winds. If you don't have that option, several RV anchoring options are available, such as earth anchors with heavy-duty ratchet straps. Check Amazon and other e-commerce sites for options. Know what you have inside your RV. Create an inventory or video everything in your RV. Take your important documents with you, including important phone numbers you may need, such as for your insurance company. Empty the holding tanks and then fill them and all other tanks with fresh water to help add weight for holding down the RV. Turn off propane tanks. Cover the vents and air conditioning units to try to keep the water and wind out. Secure inside items in boxes or cabinets. In case of a Category 1 or 2 hurricane, a tarp made specifically for your RV may be a good cover to help prevent leaks. Also, disconnect your water and electrical cords and store them. Consider installing hurricane window clips, which allow you to easily board up your windows by sliding plywood into the clips. And don't forget to secure all items outside your RV, like lawn chairs, tables, yard ornaments, awnings, grills, or toys. Chuck and Kathy left before the hurricane hit, but he told me that 62 out of 68 units were destroyed at this RV resort. There were about 8 Class A's that didn't flip over, but the wind and whatever was flying in it destroyed them. Only 6 RVs survived to be used again. All others were removed by towing companies. Chuck said that the main thing would be to pack up and leave, because if you can't, or you willingly don't, well, good luck. Here is what they did before they left. First thing was to weigh down their RV by filling all tanks with water. For a fifth wheel like this, the dry weight is over 18,000 pounds, and adding additional water to all the tanks can add an additional 1,800 pounds. Of course, bring your slides in to create less surface for the wind to hit. And another helpful tool for a fifth wheel is the tripod. Chuck felt that the most important thing was the X-Chalk wheel stabilizers, as they provide added stabilization and prevents tire shifts by applying opposing force to tandem tire applications. As opposed to other chalks, the X-Chalk works with the tire's natural movement instead of against them. These X-Chalks prevented his tires from moving, which so many of the RVs did. They rolled in the high winds. Of course, the most important thing is to leave. We hope you found this video helpful, and I've provided links to some of the items mentioned in the description below. If you have other tips for those who had to leave their RV behind in a severe storm or have been through a severe storm, please leave your comments below.
Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. We'd love to hear from you in the comments below, even if it's just to say hi. Don't forget to subscribe.